It's Moose's Pancake Adventure! Hey there, everyone. Cal playing the first place of the first jam that was modeled after pancakes, because that's how you start jam, because you can put jam on your pancake, and I can press the Z button. Oh, geez. So, I'm a moose, and I have ellipses. Truly nature's greatest wonder. Oh no, it's an evil bat-looking thing. No, do not eat my super giant stack of pancake that will be able to feed a family. I'm a moose and am pretty full of water, apparently. There's no sound again in this game. Well, I'm a moose. Wow, that is a nice as hell sprite, though. So what are the controls? Absolutely nothing. Got it. So, well, okay, I'm assuming Z did a thing, because it was our start button. So it's a nice-citric adventure where you got a nice little moose, and you got nice little flowers, and there's nice little water, and, you know, and then there's water, and then it's like moose the floose, and he can floss. Okay, I got 2 out of 5 pancakes, although 1 pancake is actually many. And this is great because I got basically all the jumps are isosymmetric, so you need to constantly be pressing 2 arrows together, which admittedly is a lot easier to do on a keyboard, which this game makes you do, than on a, you know, a stack of wallflowers, because that's not actually a thing. Well, maybe it is a thing, but not within these dreams. So, what am I missing? I guess I'm supposed to somehow find my way there. Sounds fairly unlikely, and yet here we are. Hooray! I'm surrounded by the power pancake things. Now we need to get... You know what? This is pretty nice, even with the floating grass there. I can see how it would have won first place in the first contest. It's... Oh no! I fell in the water! Because, you know, and it feels kind of like a game. It's kind of basic, but remember, you know, guys have... 3 days to do jam, and spikes doesn't just grow like on nothing. You gotta, wow. Oh no, I lost a life. So 1 spike, 1 died. That's the law of the jungle. Used to be a law, but then, you know, the extreme 90s came along, and they figured, well, we gotta spice it up a little bit. Maybe if the danger of salmonella was always present, people would respond more kindly. And thus, New York Eve was invented. Before then, people didn't really have a need for an eve to an actual place rather than a time, until it was, you know, kind of rooted out by the high science facility community that, oh no, it's an evil bug thing guy. But I've won the level, and that's all that matters. Also, space and time are kind of exactly the same, and this led to many a discovery, and whoa, Parcheesi, but that's a completely different story. It has nothing to do with, oh no, Moose, you can't go up there, and so you've lost 2 lives. How can you live with yourself? Your nose is red. Do you believe you are a panther? 'Cause I don't think so. Oh man, mushrooms make you jump. Bad camera sometimes make you fall, and you restart exactly where you were, so that's fine, and we can try again. Yeah, there I completely misjudged. Well, it's not the camera's fault. It's, well, yes and no. Basically, I kinda, you know, misinterpreted how I was supposed to understand how the world, like there. I also, once again, misinterpreted how the world relates to itself. I guess I shouldn't take those risks, but man, my poor eyes, they cannot cope with this weird sense of self-aggrandization that's going. So here, how is it aligned? See, I thought it was a lot closer again. I keep getting destroyed by the fact that I cannot see things how I would actually see things. And this is how a moose lives every single day. This is why, you know, deers and whatnot get ran over by cars. It's because their sense of perspective is so skewed, what with seeing things constantly from like a sort of third-person upper corner diagonal way. It's very difficult and really takes, like, you know, the unique perspective given to us by video games to really understand sometimes the plight of, you know, some of the, well, what we tend to call, you know, lesser beings, but I really wish we could find a way that was a bit less, you know, demeaning, a bit less judgmental. It's just that suddenly it's Ice World, because this is obviously in Canada. I mean, it's a moose, and, you know, there's pancakes, so it's people like, oh man, racism. Well, it's not really. Is it racism even if it's silly? Well, technically yes. But is it really racist? It's just symbolic. Because, I mean, that's always something that's... Oh no, it's a witch! This is racist. Oh no, I fell in the water twice. It's pretty great. I mean, like, you know... Fact. There is maple syrup a lot being made in Canada. And also, fact. Moose exist up here. So, is it racist to allude to them? These things are always, I find, so complicated. Because honestly, I'm not sure. And I try to be okay with people and whatnot. I try to be careful. Although I'll admit I'm a bit more better at being careful there than being careful about not falling in the frigid, icy water. Although, I'm pretty sure mice... How do you pluralize? Mooses? Minstrels? Misters? I think that's it. I'm pretty sure that misters are actually quite capable swimmers. So, you know, I kind of find a bit, you know, oh no, but although I'll admit that they're not capable witch hunters, so this part of the fiction here is actually based on facts rather than fallacies and biker mice from Mars. I wouldn't base my documentaries on that show personal. Well, that's just a personal thing. No, I can understand if other people think otherwise, and good for you. I'm going to respect your opinion. But if I do this, I expect you to respect my opinion, to think that you are a fool. Thank you very much. So I don't know where I am, but there's a rock over there, and that looks like it should have ended the level, except I didn't get earlier pancakes. And that's my song, except it's not really. Well, it is in the sense that I made it, but I'm not really actually taking ownership of it. Which, in this day of the internet, is a risky thing to do, because then someone can go like, that bird is holding a bowling ball. On the age of the internet, anything is possible. Oh no! I've somehow forgot how to oh no! I'm dead. Why is this not... All these cavities. Wait, why... How are they cavities? They're orb men with grins. Cavities would not have such nice smiles. Those birds are really silly looking. And they're in completely different art style than Moosey the Moose Man. Whoops. And this is... Extended portions are kind of awkward in a completely silent game. Although, yeah, this is like the most farthest one, but it's not the hardest one, which is kind of odd. Oh man, I got all the power pancakes, and it's still not over, because man, there's just so many ways this can get further developed, I guess. Yeah, like, well, it has, you know what this reminds me a lot of, actually? How was it called again? Equinox? Except instead of being impossible puzzles, it's just purely, weird perspective and jumping. But, like, the one thing I always remembered of Equinox, the video game, is how it's a video game that kinda, well, let's be honest here, really abused its camera angle as part of its gameplay and, like, puzzle design. Which is always a little bit silly, you know, like in RPGs and whatnot, when they hide things in such a way that is not actually hidden for the person actually there, but it is because of the... It's such a weird thing. I don't know, like, and if it's a platformer, it feels more okay to me. But as soon as you add backstories, oh, come on, and, like, characters that speak and whatnot, it suddenly becomes really weird. Yeah, this game is okay, but as soon as it becomes hard, it's not particularly fun. Because I don't feel like I have good enough controls for what it's asking of here. Oh, I'm pretty sure someone, as always, gonna come and go, oh, you're just bad. What? Like, there I just commit suicide because, you know, I've lost too many lives just trying to get one pancake out of 6 for this level. I mean, you got a lot of control, actually, airborne, but it's the camera angle. I'm never exactly 100% sure where I am in relation to everything. Also, I just go through trees, which is weird. When it's down like this, it's alright, but when you start to add moving enemies, I'm not as sure. Like here, there's a wizard. Okay, see there, I'm yes. Also, you're constantly needing to move in diagonals, so in order to go anywhere, you're always pressing 2 directions, except for some of these parts here where you have the luxury of being only to use 1, but most of the time if you're actually moving somewhere, it's with 2, and when you have to be actively dodging stuff at the same time, it's just not very natural. Again, history of video game has a place for this sort of arrangement. I just think there's a reason why they were never that popular and have completely fallen out of favor. Even, you know, with the rise of popularity and retro stuff. Can I actually make it there? It wasn't possible to tell. Yeah. So I guess here I just gotta keep on climbing. Good times. Okay, will I ever figure out the perspective in this place? So I guess it's lined up here. I guess I can kind of do that here. Oh, come on! Jesus Christ. Go. This stupid place. Oh, come on! Whoops! Looks like I forgot to end the video.